Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel, and today I'd like to welcome you to the Geolock Rival Challenge Hoenn Region Edition. So, this time in the Hoenn Lock, we are joined with Acenet, EdgyMars, and Fearless Checks, and we are going to be tackling the Hoenn region and limiting ourselves only to what we're able to find in the Pokemon MMO edition of the Hoenn region. And every 2 badges, we are going to meet up and we are going to have a rival fight where we have to put our Pokemon up on the table. They might be taken away from us because if you win one of your rival fights, a Pokemon from the opponent's team is able to be stolen and added to the winners. So, as you're fighting your rivals, you have to be very careful which Pokemon you bring to the fight because any one of them could be stolen away from you in the rival fights. A silly rival fight like this one against May, not really going to stress me, but if I'm fighting against Fearless or Acenet, I have to make sure that I hone my team to be as strong as possible, otherwise I could risk losing every single one of them. And that's probably the most enjoyable part about the Geolock Rival Challenge. You're able to fight every single stage of the game, you know, after the 2nd badge, after the 4th badge, after the 6th badge, and you have all these different Pokemon that are available to you in the Hoenn region based on that specific area of the game. So a great example is in this area around Petalburg, right? There's Ralts, you could find Wingull, you know, Lotad, Shroomish. These are Pokemon that like individually aren't that impressive. But when you assemble a team, you can find something really, really scary in the mix here. And that's what we want to be on the lookout for. We want to make sure that we find Pokemon that are in the surrounding area that are able to be used at a high competitive environment. Something that happened in the Sinnoh, which was actually kind of funny, everybody was bringing some casual Pokemon. We had like Geodudes and we had like our starters, and then Fearless comes in and he's bringing Alakazam and Gengar and Honchkrow because he was clever. He thought about all of the Pokemon that are available to him in the area, and he made sure that those Pokemon were, 1, able to be fully evolved, and 2, able to be utilizable in the Rival Lock Challenge. So, a great example is Lombre over here. I have Lombre that just evolved from the Lotad. Lombre, when it evolves, is immediately able to be evolved again with a Water Stone into Ludicolo. So that's a 3-stage evolution, like, really early in the game that you have access to. Luckily for us, we don't really need Ludicolo to beat the first gym leader. Nosepass is her ace Pokemon, and we're going to be able to handle it with no problem with our Lombre. Naturally, when you're doing a rival challenge like this, you want to nickname all of your Pokemon. So I tried to nickname all of my guys after Dragon Ball Z characters. I got things like Kami, I got Hercule, you're gonna see a bunch of them. There's Piccolo, you know, you're gonna see quite a few. But currently, we are going to be using Kami to absolutely destroy the Rock-type gym. This is why I picked Mudkip, because having a really, really, really early, strong Water type just makes the first badge so easy. It's basically trivial. And then not to mention that Swampert is actually a really strong Pokemon. So, you know, moving forward, after we got our first gym badge, we're going to make sure that we can start honing our team to be a very powerful threat. And team building is something I have to start thinking about. And when I'm catching these Pokemon, I want to make sure not only are they going to be utilizable on the team later on, but I need to be able to have like strong IVs and EVs, because all of the Pokemon that are available to me are also available to all of the other players. So even if you have something that's really strong, like your exact idea could be used by somebody else in a better way if they just spent a little bit more time, you know, trying to find better natures and IVs. Like this Shroomish has really strong attack, but it doesn't have strong speed. So, you know, there's kind of like a toss-up between what you're doing. Naturally, I want to catch an Abra there. Abra is very rare, but hard to catch. And it's really strong. It's going to evolve at level 16, and then immediately you can do a trade evolution, and that's going to be like one of my primary strategies here. I want to have an Alakazam for the very first fight, because I think that'd be a very, very strong Pokemon to have. Sadly, every time you find an Abra, it can teleport away, so you have to catch it like on the very first ball. Luckily, I was able to get that one. IVs, EVs, nothing crazy on there, so we want to go back and recatch one, but for now, for the story, it'll be fine. And speaking of for the story, we have another gym badge. This is badge 2. So after this, we're gonna have to, you know, explore the area. We can't progress in the story past badge 3. We're gonna have to take a pause, and then we're gonna have to prepare our team for the rival fights, which will be coming up shortly. So first things first, we have to beat the second gym. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. The gym badges are usually pretty easy, but this Machop is actually kind of giving me a run for my money. I've lost 2 of my Pokemon already. I'm a little under-leveled for this. I'm hoping Lombre can take it out for me. This Medicham, sadly, beats my ace. I'm going to bring out Marshtomp. Hopefully, it'll be able to, do some damage. Sadly, it did not, and this Aber is absolutely useless. So, back to the drawing board. I'm just gonna go train up a little bit. I got a Charge Beam move on my Bobbity, my Abra, so it's able to level up, like I said before. Level 16 Kadabra is huge. This is gonna be a very powerful Pokemon, and we're gonna use it later on in the fights as a fully evolved Pokemon. For now, I go into the cave, I make my Slackoth into a Vigoroth. Vigoroth is actually really cool because he has really good stats, and when he evolves, he gets an ability that makes him really bad because it's going to make it like every other turn he can attack. But before then, like he has really, really high base stats, especially for this early in the game. So I plan on using Vigoroth to help me in these more difficult fights. So we have the exact same situation we had just a moment ago. My Ninjask isn't really gonna be doing much. Listen, he's a Nincada, he's a little baby, he's just doing some chip damage, I'm not really asking much of him. I'm gonna use some Sand Attack, so hopefully I can lower the accuracy and get some free hits in later. For what it's worth, it's working. I got him all the way down to half health. Like, the chip damage worked. Switching out into Lombre and the Medicham, same matchup we had before. This time, I'm feeling a little more confident, and Broly noticed. He switched back into the Makuhita. And, I realize that he's trying to, hit me with some physical damage, but my Lombre is just a little too tanky. Sadly, Stray Crit kills me, and Medicham comes out. Vigoroth, however, is going to be able to sweep the team. Like I said before, his base stats are actually insane. He's almost like a 3rd stage Pokemon as a 2nd stage Pokemon, so he's very, very powerful. I meet up with Edgy, who's nice enough to help me evolve my Kadabra into an Alakazam. Naturally, I do the same for theirs. We do a little trade and trade back. And that's one of the advantages of having, a team for MMO. You have somebody immediately available to help you with these trade evus. And suddenly I have an Alakazam. So now my team is actually looking really, really strong. I'm thinking there isn't too much left for me to do. I'm navigating Sleepport, trying to progress in the story a little bit. There's a couple things that are here. For example, we have to go into the aquarium and fight all of the Team Aqua members that are here. It's kind of a simple part of the game. You always have to go and fight the Team Rocket equivalent. What I find interesting is when you're using the geolock Pokemon, like you're trying to prep for these like really tough fights against other players, so the story becomes super, super trivial. Like Alakazam and Vigoroth alone can probably sweep the entire story up until this point. So having Pokemon like that, at your disposal is very, very helpful for this type of challenge. Right off the back of that, we continue forward, moving into the Hoenn region. I go past Slateport, try to go for, I think it's Dewford Town or something. And suddenly, while I'm traveling underneath the bike pass, my Kami is finally of age. And it evolves not only one into Ninjask, but I got a Pokeball in my pocket and an extra slot in my team. So it also has the opportunity to evolve into a Shedinja as well. I have 2 additional Pokemon now. So I wanted to take a second to display some of the Pokemon that we actually have available to us, because really early on in the Hoenn region, we actually have quite a few really powerful Pokemon. So right off the bat, something like Breloom is very powerful. Fully evolved, has really good stats. Hariyama, another really strong Pokemon. Both of them are fighting types, but like Breloom has things like Leech Seed and Spore, so it like immediately just gives it a bunch more value. And when you have hot Pokemon like Breloom on the case, you'll need Pokemon to counter them. So good Pokemon like Pelipper and Swellow, like where they originally wouldn't be that good, you immediately have to put them up with the context of knowing that you have like fighting types like this to be worried about. There's a bunch of different options. Like for example, Intimidate Gyarados is really, really strong, and the best way to counter that of all the Pokemon that you have available here would be either another Gyarados or a Shockwave or Charge Beam or something similar on an Alakazam to hit it for electric type damage. So like the way the different Pokemon interact with each other is really, really interesting. Golem has been pretty famously or infamously seen as one of the best Stealth Rock setters for early game, so it's also a very, very strong Pokemon. And since it's so defensive, you need something special to be able to take it out. It's got sturdy, so you maybe need something that's fast. I think Ninjask and Shedinja also have their place in early game, especially because you don't always have an out to them. Like for example, if you have Shedinja, like you need a flying type move or a fire type move, which is very seldom, so you need to be able to plan for these kinds of Pokemon. And then there's some Pokemon that can't evolve yet. Like you can use a Vigoroth, but Slacking is not available. You can use your starter, but the final form is not available because the level cap at badge 2, I think it's 28. So any Pokemon that doesn't evolve within 28 or below, you can't use, which is why some of these Pokemon are so specific and so advantageous. Something like a Pokemon that doesn't evolve like Mawile, immediately has really good stats. So it could be really good for, badge 2, but then later on it could be worse for like badge 4. And then a Pokemon like Gallade, which ordinarily would be one of the strongest Pokemon, can become a lot weaker because it doesn't have a lot of moves yet available at level 28. So this is kind of how you have to think about these matchups, and you have to really be aware of which Pokemon you're bringing, because this team comp matters completely. Especially when you lose, you can lose one of the whole Pokemon, then you don't get to use it again for the rest of the run. Good luck, Edgy. Let's see what we got.
Yep. That'll be a good one.
Starting off with Munchkin. Munchkin is a water ground type. Seems to be maybe a mixed attacker. And it's definitely got Rock Smash, which might be super effective. Would that kill is the question.
Guess you're about to find out.
Super effective, does not kill. Okay, good.
Doesn't do a lot of damage, actually.
I think maybe Marshamp's a special attacker. I don't know though, to be honest with you. Mud Bomb, trying to lower my accuracy. Or maybe that's a different move, okay.
That is a different move.
Yeah, that's Mud Slap.
Oh, okay. I think he was, he had good moves. Hariyama! Oh my goodness. What's my best move here? I'm not trying to fight your not One Punch Man. That's such a funny name. I figure you're a physical attacker, so I want to try and minimize that damage as quickly as possible. Fake Out. Fake Out only works if it's the very first move used.
Okay. That makes sense. Any move I have.
Okay. Gyarados was able to go through the Hariyama. And we got Alakazam! Okay. I think that was a faux pas.
Oh wait.
I think Bite or Crunch would have killed it. Twisted Spoons would have done a little more damage. It probably wouldn't have killed.
Yeah.
We got Mightyena. Mightyana's a fire type?
No.
Oh.
It's a dark type. But I only have 3 more Pokemon.
Oh, that's a nice switch. Going into Ninjask is scary. Leech Life. Oh, fuck. That is a lot. Can I make up the difference with Headbutt? Yo, crit mattered.
Whoa, the crit definitely did a lot.
That crit was actually huge. Does this kill?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's try Nappa. As long as I survive the Leech Life, I should be okay. Yo, this Leech Life is paying off. You basically just used Recover. Oh, but you're still alive. Damn it. Damn it! No! It's slipping away.
I'm surprised it didn't die there.
I'm surprised you didn't die there either. Alright. We're taking this back. Reeling it back in. Gyarados is gonna take it to the hoof. Oh, I thought you were gonna have a Shedinja, but you have instead a Brock's Nightmare. So who wins the speed? You win the speed, okay. And you avoided the attack? Oh no. Uh-oh. Crit? Okay, I'm not doing well right now.
That's the thing I was actually worried about, was the Gyarados.
Okay. Let's see here. At least does nothing. Alright, I just gotta keep doing chip damage. If I can line this up, I think I should be able to take it out.
This is like really close.
This is very, very close. This is very scary, in fact. Bobity's faster. I think you should have switched into Mightyena.
Yeah.
That was what I was really afraid of. Snarl? Oh, but I survive. Oh, minus special attack. That's fucking huge. Luckily, Nightshade does static damage. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Mine has an HP too, because it's really good.
So my special attack is really, really low right now. Luckily, Nightshade does static damage. That's the only thing keeping me in this. Are you faster? You are. Oh my god, it's down to the last Pokemon.
Yeah, but mine is almost dead. I don't think yours is. I think yours is still at full health.
Yeah, but you have a speed boost up, so you're gonna be faster than mine. This could all come down to a critical hit. Oh my god. Oh, I think this is it. Unless you have a secret secondary move.
I do not. I just have false swipe.
Yo, Edgy, I cannot believe it went to the last Pokemon. I almost threw away the whole game. Like, I had such a strong start.
I just didn't know what to switch into. That was the problem I was having for the longest.
If you had one switch in different, I think you might have actually taken the whole game. That was so close.
That was really close.
Holy shit. GG's, Edgy.
GG's.
That was actually an insane battle. So.
That's the best I've done so far.
By far. That's by far the best you've done so far. That's okay, it works. So we got Golem versus Ferrita.
Yeah, the Hulk Junior returns. Or not returns, but
Hulk Junior's here.
he's the Junior right now. Okay. This can get ugly. The speed is coming in play.
You have a speed nature?
No. Yeah, I have a plus speed nature, plus I have like some speed EVs. Like
Wow.
I was killing electrics to train up my other Pokemon, and the Golem was my lead, so it got some speed EVs.
Electric EVs for the win. Honestly, setting up Stealth
Yep.
Rock is huge. Earthquake?
Yeah, can't take.
How did it get Earthquake?
Wow, it lived. Yeah, it gets at level 27 if you don't evolve it.
What?
I showed this in the previous region too, right?
I didn't realize that you could get Earthquake though. That's crazy. I didn't even train up my Geodude in this region yet. That's insane.
Yeah, you can't evolve it though. That's the issue.
Oh, I see.
You have to keep it. Yeah.
So here's the Drizzle Pelipper. This is another Pokemon that I wanted to get, but I never ended up doing it. I know you have one.
Oh, yeah, Oh. I'm not sure.
Oh, you also have a Mawile.
Oh fuck! I forgot to rename Mawile. Okay, whatever.
Oh my god. Acenet brought the Rain Dance team.
Yep.
I wasn't planning on using this until the next fight.
Huge damage.
Whoa. Okay, so it seems pretty even.
So nice good. Nice good.
Fight. Alright, the golem has been taken out, but subsequently so has the Pelipper. Sejour.
Wow, oh damn.
Wow.
I totally forgot.
Oh, but a switch in immediately.
Good tentacle.
Glariet.
Okay, okay, this looks like a pretty good win for me.
You're at the very least in a winning position.
You know, like I love like abusing other people's rain. Why not just abuse them?
Exactly, just as a backup plan.
And then when you can like use your teammate or your opponent's rain. Like that is my main game plan here.
Damn. Yeah, it seemed like a really close match at first, but I think Felix just
Yep.
you kind of
Yeah,
sustained
just
with the
it
Sleepy
was pretty close. I think yeah, a couple of outspeeds really helped me. Like Golem being fast really like turned the game over.
Yeah, that was huge. Huge game.
I think they need to do.
Yeah, I think I have to agree.
Bringing this. I just need to level this up a little bit, and I'll be good. I'm not bringing my Shroomish because I want to wait to get Spore and then evolve it.
Me?
I wasn't going to, then I realized how much money it was actually going to cost to get it set up for catching. So like,
Yeah, it was terrible.
I have so many Abras.
Acenet only has 5 Pokemon, but it still might beat me.
Work on gold red. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because it has inner focus.
I got 5 out by Probat, and I still have Lightning Sword.
Pokemon.
Wow.
Yeah, you can, right? That's the like
Right now.
weird part. Like it feels really weird to me. Like you can have all evolved Pokemons.
Yeah, I mean between Gallade, Alakazam, Gyarados, Breloom.
Well, if it had Belly Drum, it would have
29.
been crazy, right?
Yeah, Belly Drum is insane. If we had heart scales,
That's
it definitely
the
would have
130.
been.
Cool. That's the one.
Nah, I think Belly Drum is in egg mode, so you have to
Oh
breed it.
shit.
I mean, yeah, you have to breed it.
Okay, good.
So if I find another Poochyena with a good speed stat, I can breed it with the one I have from Sinnoh, and I can keep the attack stat the same. Do that in the
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's all. That's
And down the line you can.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
Stunspore
right.
has
And
missed
it
like
missed
4 times in a row. This is insane.
I'm telling you, 75 accuracy is like actually 25% accuracy.
It's closer to 25%. It's insanity.
I will bring you probably. Put you back for right now. I don't need to evolve you. Right
Yo,
away.
Acenet
I'll
is
get these guys-
destroying me right
That
now.
is like really good. At
Back
least
to
that's actually
Mawile,
this way.
okay.
And like imagine if it was Crobat. it would have been like
Crobat's
even more
amazing.
memes.
You know what's crazy? I think it can be
Yeah.
Crobat by this point.
It's like too hustle. Like it's just pretty like weird to like go like increase its happiness more.
Damn it. I should not have done that.
Yeah, wow, it's pretty doggy.
Can you share the link? I can't do that right now. Duh.
That's a good switch. Okay, he also
Into Pelipper. Okay, okay, getting rain back up for your Ludicolo. I see you, I see you. Pelipper is also specially defensive, so
Ooh,
it's
almost.
very well suited against my
Almost.
Alakazam.
Like, if you don't one shot it, it's gonna hit really hard if rain is set up.
That's true.
Home.
So if this thing has Swift Swim, it's going to be faster than me.
Yep, it should be faster than you.
Yes, it is.
Oh my-
Come on,
you
Bobbity.
wait.
Come on, Bobbity. No, Bobbity, why? Go Bulma.
Yeah, for now at least. But when I'm battling,
Whoa!
it has to be Murkrow.
Excuse me?
Yeah, like I told you, right? I told you, like it's gonna hit hard. It's gonna hit really.
I didn't think it would
That's like-
kill.
It's like non-existence.
That's insanity. So it's still a grass type. This is my backup. But naturally there's a switch. Oh, I am boned.
Yeah, Acenet has a pretty good team. Like if it hadn't been for the Stealth Rock, I think he would have had much better chance. Ooh, Scent Attack. Going for that
Actually, I could evolve my Brilliant right now if I
RNG.
really wanted
Okay,
to.
did not.
Somehow
That's
that
good.
didn't kill. Let's do a little bit of tag damage before I leave. Oh, it missed! Oh, shit! Character energy? Is this the way I win? No, it is not. Okay, okay, okay.
Actually, that's a good idea. I'm probably just gonna go through with Alakazam leading.
Crunch!
And-
Oh my fucking god. Why didn't it miss? Okay, okay, okay. So this is the only chance I have. You need to miss so I can get a hit. Pelipper's basically dead. Oh no. I was expecting a switch.
Golbat is like low-key scary.
It's over.
It's just
I was avoiding this matchup the entire time. It's over. Oh shit, you switched? Why? Just for Drizzle?
yeah, it was Chintapool.
Here, I'll show you this. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think I could beat the Golbat. Especially now that the sand attacks are gone. GG's. Critical hit. Crit did not matter. It would have killed either way.
Nope.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Damn, Acenet, you're strong.